you for coming on Sunday. It's for artists, it's no different in the days like that. But thanks for this.
Will you stay in London?
Oh, wonderful. The sun is amazing. The city looks so pretty with the sun. It's incredible. I've been we arrived yesterday. So I had a show in Wacken air day before yesterday, so I was really a little bit tired because we just returned from Buenos Aires, where I'm living, from Argentina, so I'm a little bit jet lagged still. But it's not rumbling anymore too much. Yeah, I'm quite used to it. Yeah.
So how was Wacken then?
Wacken was amazing. I mean, seriously, I think it was my best show so far there, ever in my career. It was really hard. The festival has been growing a lot in these last years. It was like 80,000 people this year. A lot of people. Beautiful show. Really nice. It was really, for me, somehow. Well, I didn't know, when after the solo career started, everything was like open, There was no such answers given for me, and where to go and how this all would be coming together. And now after the second album and after making shows for 3 years, it's really been great. I feel like this is the best place to be at this moment. So Wacken was a really important show for me. Great.
You produced the album yourself. How did that appear?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, no? It's of course it's a big word, producer. It's a huge step for me as well. Definitely was a learning experience from the start. But I felt after the first album that this was needed to be done like this. I needed to take the control some way in the production, and since I knew all the people already, my band was there, we've been touring already some few years, and the whole package was kind of ready. So it was a lot easier for me to start directing people and saying how to work on the songs. But I wanted, the first thing for me was to make the demos sound as close to the final songs, like the final songs and the final production sort of. So it was a kind of a long demo production for me. We started in February the recordings, so the whole spring went into production, and finally now the ready. But it was fun. I mean, really a lot of fun. I'm so excited about it, really.
Can you take us through the songwriting process?
Yes, that was around 2 years of time altogether. I mean, I was touring, and whenever the hell I was stopping, I wrote songs wherever I was at the time. And of course, writing for me is still very new, fresh. Step into somewhere that is still unknown. There are so many things that you learn every day when you write songs about yourself, about the world, how you see it around. But it's so exciting for me to be able to tell myself, put it in written or put it through music, that how I feel, what I feel. So this has been huge. I say the learning, because it's definitely that. In music there are so many things that you learn every day. There is always somebody better than you coming, and it's like that. But I don't want to stop. This is my thing, that I just can't stop, because progress or making progress or developing myself is the most important thing. And writing for this album was a really long journey within myself. And I've been writing songs what lies beneath in the world around me. So all the songs are one way or another somehow connected under the title What Lies Beneath. So whether it's under the surface of the water, since I'm a lover, I'm a scuba diving lover.
Me too, I'm a dive master.
Yes. Or what lies beneath in us as human beings, and how sometimes it would be good to look twice in things in life. seen many times that sometimes you see something and the next day you see the same thing but it doesn't look alike anymore. So this is the thing, that how scary sometimes things are in the world, that we should just let us have the time to look things twice.
Well, now that you told me that you're a diver, what do you find so amazing about being underwater?
Oh, it's so hard to explain for people that haven't tried it. Seriously, you should all. But it's absolutely fascinating, the underwater world. It's the colors. Your necklace is, by the way, really beautiful. If you see that kind of colors in water, it's like a sparkling 3 times more bright. It's like bright. Everything is like it's a green world, sort of.
It's silent.
It's silent. But the fact is that my life is on the road all the time. It's been many years already like that. And there are just few moments that I can really be quiet and silent and say that now I relax and be without, like, really, really quiet. I live in Buenos Aires, which is a huge city like London. All the time noisy. It's hard to get a place where you can be really quiet. So scuba diving is something that I hear my breathing while I dive. I concentrate into my breathing and I can be really good, within myself. Sort of, it's so relaxing. Everything else what was there yesterday or even the same day was gone. It's gone. You forget that kind of things. It's important for everybody.
Does it give you inspiration for your music?
It's inspiration definitely, and I think it's important for everybody to get some way escape from all this, wherever it is.
One more question. Sorry, that's from my colleague, which couldn't come. Have you always had natural vibrato in your voice, or is it something you had to learn?
I never learned to sing with the vibrato. I always have had it. It's difficult to. Yeah, I have always had my vibrato, but it's coming with breathing and the technique, the correct technique, and been studying so many years singing. So there is definitely this thing that the breathing is the core of us. Then comes, if you are a singer, then comes the muscles, and if the muscles are free for breathing, they support the breathing, and then comes the voice. And it's just the natural way of being, and the vibrato comes in between, just natural. And I never think about it. I never think of my vibrato when I'm singing.
When you're in an environment like festivals and all that, is it hard being with all these rock stars and keeping a healthy regime for your voice, like avoid all the late nights and?
Sure, it's not the easiest thing for me to do, and I have to have a place to really warm up before the shows and stuff. But I find my way. I mean, there hasn't been anybody really to. I've always found my way. Whether I've been singing, even been late, running for the shows, I've been singing in a band, but everybody quiet or, you have to find a way. Sometimes the conditions are not the best. I mean, seriously, if you put up a opera singer in the conditions I've been in, they would not probably handle all of that. I can tell, but I mean, yeah, that's life. You have to get adjusted into things, and yeah, rock and roll is definitely hard, but I'm still using the same technique, and I'm still trying to make the best out of my voice every day.
We've heard you just cover the Whitesnake song.
Oh, you heard it? Yes.
Yes. Well, we haven't heard the song. We heard you've done it. We're really curious.
Oh, yeah, go on. Oh.
I didn't actually mention it.
Yeah.
Did you?
On the internet, I think.
Yeah. Live version. Yeah, we've been playing it.
Actually, yeah, but what Dave talked about, Dave Commodore.
Yeah.
Oh, is he aware?
I have no idea. No. I have no idea who.
You do not?
He's scared.
Okay.
No. I've been a fan of Whitesnake since, when I was a teenager. So this kind of Alice Cooper for the first record, now White Snake. It's not gonna be on the record. It's gonna be on the like a deluxe version or something like that.
It's a bonus track.
A bonus track,
Special
yeah,
edition, yeah.
special. But it was so fun to do, and I chose this song because particularly I wanted to make a really great orchestra arrangement, like massive. The original has a space for it, so I said, I will explore this a little bit more further. And yeah, and there's a huge choir as well. I think there are over like 200 people seriously singing on the track, so opera choir and National Orchestra of Slovakia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did a cover of Alice Cooper's Poison in the last one.
Yes.
And you're touring with Alice Cooper very soon.
This is like, what the hell is happening in my life? I mean, there are so many surprises. I'm happy surprises. I'm really thrilled about this chance. Yes, it's gonna be November tour with Alice Cooper.
Will you do Poison with him?
I don't think so.
Would you do a duet with him?
Maybe a duet.
Yeah,
I don't think that either. Well, I think there will be some tomatoes coming to the stage if I wouldn't dare do that.
What if he asks you to?
Oh well, yeah, but that's a different thing. Scenario completely.
When you were writing this new album, did you want to make it more heavy or more melodic? Was there any sort of conscious thought of how you wanted it to sound?
I wanted to make this album sound like what I would like myself to listen. You know, what are my preferences in music today? As a music lover, I mean, I'm listening music. I'm still like into it really hard every day. So, I mean, seriously, since it was a long writing process, I ended up writing, I think, around 30 songs, seriously, for the album. So I needed to take kind of the best out of them for the actual album itself. But I never had any subconscious thing that I should write a heavier album. This is what I really wanted, and I feel for it today, without forgetting the other orchestral and music part and the movie, the love for the movies that I have still today.
You have a 007 inspired song as well. What made you choose to do that? Is it because of the movies? There's James Bond.
James Bond, yeah. Well, that was kind of, yeah, I'm a fan of movies, of course, but it was such a kind of started as a kind of a joke, I think, in the beginning with there were these two writers in Stockholm, Andreas and Matthias, and I went to their place and I said, oh, let's write it, and but this became as a joke somehow, that we should write a James Bond song. We should write a single kind of like a James Bond part. And we started to brainstorm about it, and then the story that actually is on the song was very radically way out of the James Bond. Actually, it's more about us human beings. And I'm talking about sharks. Again, the kind of a water theme here. About sharks. The people, we think that sharks are hunting us, but we are hunting really the sharks. That is the kind of the whole concept of that song. How sad it is. The misconception that we have in life in general, that we think, oh, the sharks are